not partial to infringe our laws. The envy and discord should lay sprung from the rancorous outrage of the Al Capone to our purple gang. To our purple gang.
Wanky.
To our purple gang. Sorry. Dying, I'm sorry.
Twixt thy gangsters and us, it hath been decreed both by the Chi-Town boys and ourselves to admit no traffic to our adverse towns, nay more. If any born of Detroit be seen at any Chicago marts and fairs, again, if any Chicago born comes to the Bay of Detroit, he dies.
His goods confiscated to the Duke's disposed, unless $100 be levied to quit the penalty and ransom him. Ah, thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount unto $10. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort. When your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Chicago, say in brief why thou departest thy native home, and for what cause thou camest to Detroit.
I'll utter what my sorrows give me leave. In Chicago was I born, and when with her I lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Windsor, till my factor's death. Drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself, almost at fainting from the pleasing punishment that women bear.
Huh? What?
Pregnant.
Ah!
Had made provisions for her, following me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. There had she not been long, but she had become a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons. And which was strange, the one so like the other as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden, male twins, both alike.
Wow.
Though, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought them up to attend my sons. My wife made motions for our home return.
Oh, please, let us come home.
Unwilling, I agreed. Oh, let me say no more.
Nay, nay forward, old man, do not break off so, for it may pity thee, as though not pardon thee.
Alas, too soon. We came aboard. We were encountered by a mighty rock. Our helpful ship was splitted in the midst. Her part carried away with more speed with wind. And in our sights, they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Canada. As we thought. At length, our ship was seized upon.
Do me the favor to dilate what hath befallen them and thee till now.
My youngest son became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, might bear him the company in the quest of him. I hazarded the loss of whom I love. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Canada, and came to Detroit. But here lies the end of my story.
Hapless Aegean, whom the fates have marked to bear the extremity of their dire mishap. If not against our laws, I would favor thee. Therefore, I'll give thee this day.
To seek thy life by beneficial help, try all the friends thou hast in Detroit. Beg thou or borrow to make up the sum. Live. If no, then thou art doomed to die.
Jailer, take him to thy custody.
I will, my lord.
Hopeless and helpless doth Aegean wend, but to procrastinate his lifeless end.
bear it to the St. Lawrence Hotel and stay there, Dromio, till I come to you. Get thee away. A trusty villain that very oft lightens my humor with his merry jests. What, will you walk with me about the town and then go to my inn and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to some certain merchants, of whom I hope to make much benefit from. I crave your pardon. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell then. I will wander up and down and view the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own content.
So I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them unhappy lose myself. Oh, here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance that I return so soon?
Return so soon? Rather approach too late. The clock has struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it 1 upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where is the cash I gave in charge to?
To me, sir? Why, you gave no cash to me.
Come on, Sir Dane, have done your foolishness. Where is the 100 marks thou hadst of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress's marks upon my shoulders, but not 100 marks between you both.
Thy mistress's marks? What mistress, man, hast thou?
Don't worship the play! My mistress on Brevard Street.
What, will thou flout me thus unto my face being forbid? There, take you that, Sir Dane.
Oh! Oh! What mean you, sir? For God's sake, hold your hands! Oh! Nay, if you will not, I'll take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is o'errun of all my money. They say this town is full of dark working sorcerers that change the mind. Out to the St. Lawrence Hotel. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Neither my husband nor the servant returned, that in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock.
Perhaps a merchant hath invited them, and from the mart he's somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because men are masters to their females and their lords, and let your will attend on their court.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
And I learned to love, I practice to obey.
How if your husband starts some other where?
Till he come home again would I forbear.
Patience unmoved, no marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause.
I will marry one day, but to try. Here's your man, now's your husband nigh.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he's at 2 hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness. When I desired him to come home to dinner, he asked me for 100 marks in cash. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I.
My cash, quoth he.
Will you come home, quoth I.
My cash, quoth he. Where is the 100 marks I gave thee, villain?
My mistress, sir, quoth I. Hail up thy mistress! I know not thy mistress! Out of my mistress!
Quoth who?
Quoth my master! I know! Quoth he, no house! No wife! No mistress! Oh! For, in conclusion, he did beat me there.
Go back again, thou fool, and fetch him home.
Go back again! I mean, you beaten home, for God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, fool, or I will break thy page across.
And he will bless that cross with other beatings. Between you I shall have a holy head.
Hence, Patty peasant, fetch thy master home.
Am I surrounded with you with me? Ah! That like a football, you just hurt me thus? Ah! You just hurt me thus? You just hurt me thus? Listen to this song to you and take me in the leather.
Hotel. And the he-fool fool is wandered forth. See, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered? You know no St. Lawrence Hotel. You received no cash. Your mistress sent to have me home to dinner. My house was on Brevard Street. Wast thou mad that thou so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence, home to the St. Lawrence Hotel with the cash you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the cash receipt and toldst me of a mistress and a dinner.
What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Think'st thou I jest? Hold, take thou that, and that.
But I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Aye, wherefore?
For they say that every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first, for flouting me, and then wherefore for urging it the second time.
Was there ever any man thus beaten out of season, when in the why and the wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason?
Yoo-hoo!
But soft, who wants us yonder?
Aye, Antipholus. Look strange and frown, for I am not Adriana, nor thy wife.
Leave you to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Detroit, I am but 2 hours old.
Fie, brother, how the world has changed with you. When were you wont to treat my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio? By me?
By thee!
Did you converse, sir, with this gentleman?
Aye, sir, I never saw her till this time.
How can she thus call us by our names unless it be by... Oh, inspiration!
How ill it agrees with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your man, abetting him to thwart me in my mood.
To me she speaks. She moves me for her theme. What, was I married to her in my dream?
Dromio, go with the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads, I cross me for a sinner. This is the fairyland. Oh, spite of spites, we talk with goblins, owls, and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath, or pinch us black and blue.
Come, come, no longer will I be the fool, to put the finger in the eye and weep, whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Husband, I'll dine well with you today, and shrive you of 1,000 idle pranks. Sirrah, if any ask for your master, say he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, keep the gate.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or in hell? Sleeping or waking, mad or well advised? No one unfeasant to myself disguised.
Master, shall I be a porker at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your pate.
Come, come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
Madam Angela, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when we keep not ours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop.
To see the making of her carcanet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home.
Good Madam Angela, Mary and Betty, Barry, Balthazar. Pray God our cheer and your good welcome here.
I hold your dainties cheap, sir, and you're welcome, dear.
Oh, Balthazar, either in flesh or fish, a table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Small cheer, great welcome makes a merry feast.
Better cheer you may have, but not with better heart. What's up? My door is locked. Go bid them let us in.
Wow! Maud! Marion! Bridget! Cecil! Jillian! Jen!
Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou callest for such store? When one is one too many, go, get thee from the door.
What hatch is made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on feet.
What art thou that keepest me out from the house that I owe?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. The one never got me credit, the other make all blame.
What coil is there, Dromio? Who is at the gate?
Let thy master in loose.
Faith, no, he comes too late. And so tell your master.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let them knock till it ache.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all that and a pair of stocks in the town?
Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Your wife, Sir Knave, go get you from the door.
If you went in pain, master, this knave would go sore.
Here is neither cheer, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break your knave's pate.
Well, I'll break in. Fetch me an iron crow.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. Herein you war against your reputation, and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife.
Once this, your long experience, her wisdom, her sober virtue, years and modesty plead on her part some cause you unknown. But doubt not, sir, but she will well excuse why at this time the doors are made against you.
Be ruled by us, depart in patience, and let us to the stone house all to dinner. And about evening come yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint.
If by strong hand, you offer to break in now, in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and that supposed by the common route against your yet ungalled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in and dwell upon your grave when you are dead. For slander lives upon succession, forever housed where it gets possession.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet and, in despite of mirth, mean to be merry.
Or, if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Shh. But let not my sister see it in your eye.
Alas, poor woman. Make us believe we compact and credit that you love us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again, comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy spirit sport, when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is, else I know not.
It's Lucy.
Nor by what wonder you do hit of mine. Are you a god? Would you create me new? Transform me then, and to your power I'll yield. But if that I am, I, well I know, your weeping sister is no wife of mine. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink.
Which are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but maiden, sweet love.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
Thy sister's sister.
That's my sister.
No, it is thyself. Mine own self's better part. Mine eye's clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I need. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband, nor yet I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft air, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio. Thou art my man. Thou art thyself.
I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man? And how besides thyself? Besides thyself.
Marry, sir, besides myself. I am due to a woman, one that claims me, one that haunts me, and one that will have me.
Dromio, Dromio, there is music to hear. But why thou hear muse sadly? Sweets with sweets were not, joy delights in joy. Why lovest thou which thou not receivest gladly? And also receivest thine annoy? Mark one string husband to another, resembling sire, child, and good mother. Dromio, Dromio, where art thou, Dromio?
Go hie thee presently post to the road. 'Tis time I think to trudge pack and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches do inhabit here.
Hello and welcome to the Betty and Balthazar Show!
Here is the chain.
What is your will that I should do with this?
But please yourself, sir, I've made it for you.
Made it for me, ma'am. I misspoke it not.
Not once, nor twice, but 20 times you have.
Go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time, I'll visit you and receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, ma'am, receive the money now, for fear you ne'er see chain nor money more.
Oh, you are a merry man, and fare you well.
What I should think of this, I cannot tell. I see a man here needs not live by shifts, when in the streets he meets such golden gifts. I'll to the mart, and there for Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away.
You know, since Pentecost the sun's due, and since I have not much importuned you, nor now I had not, but that I am bound to Florida, and want cash for my voyage. Therefore, make present satisfaction, or I'll attach you by this officer.
Even as the sum that I owe you was brought to me by Antipholus.
Antipholus!
That's what I said.
Fine!
You know, he had the chain of me. When I met you, at 5 o'clock, I shall receive the money for the chain. Please, if you walk me down to his house, I will discharge my bond and thank you too.
Let not me be. See where he comes.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, go thou and buy a rope saying, that will I bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out my doors by day. But soft, I see the goldsmith. Get thee gone. Go thou and buy a rope, and bring it home to me.
I buy a rope.
Saving your merry humor, here is the note, how much the chain weighs, to the utmost carat, finest of the gold, and chargeable fashion, which doth amount to 3 odd bucks more than I stand indebted to this gentlewoman. I pray you see her presently discharged, for she is bound to Florida and stays before it.
I am not furnished with the present money. Good madam, take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain. And bid my wife disperse the sum upon receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Then you will bring the chain to her yourself.
No, bear with you, lest I not come time enough.
Well, sir, I will. Have you the chain about you?
I have not, madam. I hope you have. Or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, I pray you, sir. Both wind and tide stays for this gentlewoman, and I to blame have held her here for too long.
The hour steals on, sir. I pray you dispatch.
And hear how she importunes me, the chain.
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Come, come, you know she gave it you even now.
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say whether you'll answer me or no. If not, I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you. What should I answer you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know she gave it you half an hour since.
She gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, and deny it.
Consider how it stands upon her credit.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
I do, and in the Duke's name you shall obey me.
Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Master! There is a bark from Detroit, stays but for her owner to come aboard. The ship is in her trim, the merry wind blows fair from land. They stay for naught at all, but for their owner, master, and ourselves.
Oh, hi, how now? A madman! Now, beefish sheep. What ship of Detroit stays for me?
A ship you sent me to, sir, to hire waftage.
To Adriana, villain, highly straight. Give her the key. Tell her, in the desk there is a wad of cash. Let her send it. Tell her I am arrested in the street, and that shall bail me. Hide thee, man, be gone. On, officer, to prison till it come.
To Adriana, that is where we dine. Will you send him, mistress, redemption, the money in his desk?
Go fetch it, sister. Go, Dromio. There's the money. Bear it straight and bring thy master home immediately.
Friend. Everyone doth call me by my name. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers inhabit here.
Master, here is the cash you sent me for. What? Have they set you free?
fellow is distracted, and so am I. And here we wander in illusions.
Fear me not, man. I will not break away. I'll give thee, ere I leave thee, so much money toward thee as I am rested for. Here comes my man. Think he brings the money. How now, sir? Have you that I sent you for?
Here's that I warned you will pay them all.
Well, where's the money?
Why, sir, I gave the money for the rope.
$25, villain, for a rope?
I'll serve you 25 at the rate.
And to what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
To a rope's end. And to that end am I returned.
And to that end, I will welcome you.
Ah!
Good sir, be patient.
Hey?
Nay! 'Tis for me to be patient. I am in adversity.
Good, now hold thy tongue.
Ah! Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hands. Ah! How say you now? Is not your husband mad?
Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Establish him his true sense again, and I will please what you will demand. Alas, how fiery and how sharp he looks. Oh,
Give me your hand and let me feel your pulse.
There is my hand. Let it feel your ear.
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield all possessions of my holy prayers, and to thy state of darkness hide thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
Peace, doting wizard, peace. I am not mad.
oh, that thou were not, poor distressed soul.
It is no shame the fellow finds his vein, but yielding to him humor as well as frenzy.
And thou hast suborned the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio, who came in haste for it.
Money? By me? Heart and good will you like, but surely, master, not a rag of money.
Oh, bind him, let him not come near me.
More company! The fiend is strong within him!
What, wilt thou murder me? Thou jailer, thou, I am thy prisoner. Wilt thou suffer them to make a rescue?
Masters, let him go. He is my prisoner, and thou shalt not have him.
Go bind this man, for he is frantic too!
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer?
He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the money he owes will be required of me.
I will discharge the ere I go from thee. Bear me forthwith unto his creditor, and knowing how the debt grows, I will pay it. Good master doctor, see him safe conveyed home to my house.
Come on.
A most unhappy day.
Oh, most unhappy strumpet.
God help poor souls, how idly do they talk. Sister, go you with me. God, for thy mercy, they are loose again! Top with naked knives, hold and have them back again! Away, they'll kill us!
See, these witches are afraid of knives. She that would be your wife now ran from you. Come to the St. Lawrence Hotel. Fetch our stuff from thence. I longed that we were safe and sound aboard.
How is the man esteemed here in the city?
A very reverend reputation. Credit infinite, highly beloved.
Second to none that lives here in the city. His word might bear my wealth at any time.
Speak softly yonder, as I think he walks.
'Tis so. And that self-chain about his neck which he forswore most monstrously to have. Senior Antipholus.
Antipholus.
That's what I said. I wonder much that you put me to this deep shames and great troubles, of forswearing this chain which you had of me, this chain you now wear so openly. Can you deny it?
I think I have, ma'am. I never did deny it.
Oh yes, that you did, sir, and forswore it too.
Well, who heard me to deny it or forswear it?
These ears of mine, thou knowest did hear thee. Fly on thee, wretch. 'Tis pity that thou livest to walk where any honest man resorts.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus. I'll prove mine honor and mine honesty against thee presently, if thou darest stand.
Oh yeah, I dare, and you defy me for a villain.
Fool, turn him not, for God's sake, he is mad!
Run, master, run, for God's sake! Take a house. This is some priory. In, or we are spoiled.
Be quiet, people! Wherefore throng you hither? To fetch my poor distracted husband hence. Let us come in that we may bind him fast and bear him home for his recovery. I knew he was not in his perfect wits.
I am sorry now that I did draw on him.
How long hath this possession held the man? This afternoon his passion broke into extremity of rage. No, not a creature enters my house. Then let your servants bring my husband forth. Neither. He took this place for sanctuary, and it shall privilege him from your hands, till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labor in saying it. I will attend to my husband, be his nurse, die his sickness, for it is my office, and shall have no attorney but myself. Therefore, let me have him home with me. Be quiet. Think. I will, for I will not let him stir till I have used the approved means I have, with wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers, to make of him a formal man again. Therefore, depart and leave him here with me. I will not hence and leave my husband here. And ill, it doth beseem your holiness to separate the husband and the wife. Ugh! Be quiet and depart. Thou shalt not have it. Complain unto the Duke of this indignity. Come, go, I will fall prostrate at his feet. Kneel to him before he pass the abbey.
Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die. So much we tender him.
Justice, most sacred Duke, against this abbess.
She is a virtuous and reverend lady. It cannot be that she hath done thee wrong.
May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, this ill day, was taken by a most outrageous madness. Once to get him bound and sent home, he broke from those that had him, and with his mad attendant and himself, each with ireful passion, with drawn knives, met us again, and madly bent on us. Then here the abbess began upon us.
Go, some of you, knock on the abbey gate. Bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Oh, mistress! Mistress! Oh, mistress! My master is... Oh, my God! The flex, the hair... Oh, mistress! Oh, mistress! My master and his man are both broke loose and beaten the maid to row and bound the doctor, whose beard they've singed off with brands of fire! And dagger at his place, they threw at him great pails of puddled wine to quench the hair. My master preaches patience, and the while his man, with scissors, nips him like a fool. And sure, unless you send some present help, between them, they will kill the conjurer.
Peace, fool! Thy man and his master are here, that is false, thou must report to us.
Mistress, upon my life I tell you true. I'm not breathed, and almost since I can say it, he screams and vows he can take you to scorch your face and to disfigure you.
Adriana!
Mistress, I hear him fly! Be gone!
I mean, it is my husband. Witness you that he is born of God invisible. Even now we housed him in the abbey here, and now he is there past thought of human reason.
Oh, justice, most gracious Duke. Oh, grant me justice. This woman locks me out from dinner this day, and to the stone house did Angela, Mary, and Barry Balthazar, and I did dine. Later, in the street, I met Angela the goldsmith, and in her company, that gentlewoman. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of her received a chain. She did arrest me with an officer. I did obey, and sent my servant home for a wad of cash. He returned with none. Then fairly I bespoke an officer to go with me in person to my house. By the way, we met my wife and her sister, and with them they brought one pitch. A conjurer who, gazing in mine eyes, feeling my pulse, cried out, I was possessed.
I am possessed!
No, I am possessed.
I am possessed.
Then altogether they fell on me, bound me, bore me thence, and in a dark and dankish vaulted home, they left me and my man both bound together, until, gnawing at my bounds in sunder, I gained my freedom, and immediately ran hither to your grace, whom I beseech to grant me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
My lord in truth thus far I witnessed with him, he dined not at home, but was locked out.
But hath he a chain of thee, or no?
He hath, my lord. And when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
Besides, I will be sworn, these ears of mine will be sworn, that I heard you confess you had the chain of him after you first forswore on the mark, and thereupon I drew my knife on you.
And then you fled into this abbey here, from whence I think you are come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor didst thou ever draw thy knife on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven.
Why, what an intricate and peach this is. I think you all have drunk from Circe's cup. If here you housed him, then here he would have been. You say he were mad, he would not have pled so coldly. You say he dined at home, yet the goldsmith here denies that. Didst thou see him enter at the abbey here?
As sure, my liege, as I do see your grace.
Go bid the lady abbess come to me. You are all mated or stark mad.
Most mighty Duke, vouchsafe me speak a word. Happily I see a friend will save my life and pay the sum that they deliver me.
Speak what thou wilt, Chicago.
Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus? And is not this your servant Dromio? I'm sure you remember me well.
Ourselves, would you remember, sir? Why, you, for lately we were bound as you are now. You are not Pitch's patient, are you, sir?
Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, grief hath changed me since you saw me last. But tell me, dost thou know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio nor thou?
No, trust me, sir, nor I.
Not know my voice? Oh, time's extremity! In 7 short years that here my only son not know my untuned cares? Tell me thou art my son, Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since, in Chicago, boy, thou knowst we parted.
The Duke and all that know me in the city can witness with me that it is not so. I ne'er saw Chicago in my life.
I tell thee, Chicago, I have been patron to Antipholus for 20 years. During that time, he ne'er saw Chicago. I see thy old age and dangers make thee dote.
Most mighty Duke, behold a man!
I see 2 husbands or mine eyes deceive me.
One of these men is genius to the other, but of those, which is the natural man and which is the spirit? Who deciphers them?
I, Sir Andromio, command him away.
I, sir, Andromio, pray, let me stay.
Aegean art thou not, or else his ghost?
Oh, my old master! Who hath bound him here?
Whoever bound him, I will unbound him, and gain a husband by his liberty. Oh, speak, old Aegean, if thou beest the same man that hadst a wife once, called Amelia,
Then speak, old Gian, then speak, old Gian, and speak unto that same Amelia.
If I dream not, thou art Amelia. If thou art she, tell me where is that sun that floated with thee on the fatal raft?
5 men of Detroit, he and I, and the twin Dromio, were all taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen by force took Dromio and my son from me. What then became of them, I cannot tell. I to this fortune that you see me in.
Now here begins his morning story right. These two Antipholii, these two so alike. These two Dromios, one in semblance. They were both torn apart from each other by a wreck at sea. These are the parents of these children who are accidentally met together.
Which of you two did dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress,
And are you not my husband?
No, I say nay to that.
and so do I, yet did she call me so. And this fair gentlewoman, her sister here, did call me brother. When I told you that, I hope I shall have leisure to make good.
Leisure!
Leisure.
Leisure!
Leisure.
Let's call the whole thing off!
Take it away.
Oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part.
That is the chain, sir, which you had of me.
Think it be, ma'am, I deny it not.
And you, ma'am, for this chain arrested me.
I think I did, sir. I deny it not. I sent you money, sir, to be your bail by Dromio here. But I think you brought it not.
No, none by me.
This wad of cash I received from you. And Dromio? Dromio, my man, did bring to me. I see we still did meet each other's man. And I would take for him and he for me. And thereupon these heirs are arrested.
This money pawn I for my father here.
It shall not need. Thy father has his life.
Gee, that smells!
Renowned Duke, vouchsafe to take the pains. Go to a gossip's feast, and go with me, after so long grief, such festivities.
Gee, that smells!
With all my heart, I'll gossip at this feast.
Master, shall I fetch your stuff from shipboard? What stuff of mine hast thou embarked, Romeo?
Your goods, the late hosts are in the St. Lawrence Hotel.
He speaks to me. I am your master, Dromio. Come, go with us. We'll look to that anon. Embrace thy brother there. Rejoice with him.